Hello everyone, myself Sayyid Aman Khadri, founder of the Bim Skills. In today's video, let's understand what is BIM. So even BIM came in 1980s, still many professionals are having confusion about it. So 1980s means maybe it came around like 40 years back or 30 years back, but from 2000 this term is becoming like famous, but still many of us don't know exactly what it is. So let's understand. BIM means already maybe you're knowing about the full form, that is building information modeling. So building means many people will get confused that building means maybe it's like any tall vertical structure, right? Building means it's like maybe high-rise building or any residential building. So the meaning of building, okay, if I write here, you can check out the meaning of building is to, you can check out to build, okay, in the context of BIM, to build any type of construction project. So now the project can be like any building, any house, simple G plus 1 or just ground floor house. It can be any road, bridge or whatever. So building means to build. So now if you understand BIM in a simple way, it's like to build information model. Now what is the meaning of information? So whatever the a real information is getting created on site, like we know, for example, if we want to construct any house, so in the starting with there will be like one information, that is nothing but plot. So if you, for example, check that plot, it will be containing certain information like what is the size of plot. Maybe it's like 30 feet by 40 feet. So area wise, you will say it's like 1200 square feet, like it's maybe north facing, east facing or whatever. So there is like some information on the construction site. Next, what we are doing, simply we bring, for example, concrete, we add the element, we construct the footing, then again we bring rebar, right? We bring multiple kind of materials and we construct one by one. So what is happening? We are seeing one 3D structure on the real side. Along with that, there is like some information, right? So the same 3D and information we are building digitally. Okay, so digitally we are building, you can check out before we build the same structure physically. Why? Because digital construction is having less cost when compared to physical, right? In the digital, I mean, using any BIM software, you can create one digital model of any construction project. Like also the digital model contains wall, door, window, floor, staircase, etc. So in the digital model, if you want to move any wall, that is easily possible. Okay, if you want to delete any wall, that is easily possible. So digitally means I'm just talking about, okay, I'm not maybe just talking about 3D, but I'm saying 3D plus data. Okay, that is nothing but BIM model. Okay, so this is your BIM model. So in BIM model, we are developing complete digital representation of the physical any project before we are going to the site. So the same information we are creating here, and if anything you want to change, you want to check the total cost accurately, that is possible. If you want to check like whatever the mistakes are there, you can solve here. If you want to visualize any like maybe space, that is possible. So many advantages are there. So that is the meaning of BIM. That is what building information modeling. The meaning is to build information model before the same information is getting created on any construction site, right? So at the end, digitally you can change, you can change the things easily, but physically it is difficult, right? For example, on physical you constructed footing and now you want to change it, that is not possible. I mean, it is possible, but you need to, put so much efforts. But here in digital, you can easily delete, move, change the size of the footing, change the shape of the footing. Many things are possible. So BIM is not just related to only construction professionals. BIM is also related to architects. BIM is also related to interior designers. And here, many interior designers, they are not aware that if they use BIM, whatever the interior spaces they are developing, whether the project is like any mall, any corporate office, any residential interior or any kitchen interior or whatever, they can also use BIM, and whatever the problems they face, they can resolve using this technology. Okay, so architects they are related to BIM, civil engineers they are related to BIM, site engineers, quantity surveyors, planning engineers, structure engineers, mechanical engineers, right? So I can say all of the construction professionals who involve in one project can use BIM. And there is one more myth here, or we can say there is one more confusion, that BIM is a separate department. Yes, BIM is a separate department, but along with that, everyone can use BIM. Any construction manager can use BIM, any planning engineer can use BIM, client also can enforce, or client also can use BIM. So BIM is for everyone, and also client can use BIM later at the maintenance stage also. So let's try to avoid the confusion. So I hope you like the video, you got to know something about BIM. So just subscribe our channel, the BIM Skills, and stay updated about similar kind of sessions. Thank you.